The saloon smelled of whiskey, cigar smoke, and the quiet kind of danger that always seemed to follow Wild Bill Hickok. He walked into Deadwood that August afternoon with his long hair tied back in his, Colt Navy revolvers resting lightly at his sides. The townsfolk whispered. Some nodded with respect, others looked away in fear. Bill didn't mind. He'd lived long enough to know that glory and death wore the same boots. He never sat with his back to the door. But that day, the chair he preferred was taken. His friend begged him to take another seat. Bill hesitated, feeling a cold prickle at the back of his neck, the kind that usually came before gunfire. But he smiled, waved it off, and sat down with his back exposed, just this once. The game began. The dealer slid the cards across the table. Bill picked them up slowly, tapping them with his thumb. Ace of spades. Ace of clubs. 8 of spades. 8 of clubs. A strange combination, but a strong hand. Something about it tugged at him, as though fate had reached across the table. Outside, footsteps echoed on the wooden boardwalk. Jack McCall, a restless drifter with liquor on his breath and resentment in his eyes, pushed the saloon doors open. His face was pale, trembling, not from fear, but from something darker. Bill didn't see him. He never turned around. McCall walked up behind him, lifted the pistol with shaking hands, and pulled the trigger. A single shot cracked through the saloon. Wild Bill slumped forward, cards scattering from his fingers. Ace. Ace. 8. 8. The hand fell face up on the floor, soaking in the dust and blood. People whispered for years that Bill felt death coming, that the cold he sensed wasn't there, weather at all, but a shadow settling over his shoulder. And from that day on, the world called it the dead man's hand, the last hand ever held by a legend.